funky beat. Sun is shining, Rachel brings the heat. Wake up CEO, we're on repeat. Chicago, Sun Up City on the go. Rachel L. Gary on the radio. Tune in quick, hear the power flow. Wake up CEO, it's your daily show. Wake up, start the day with CEO. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. From the Windy City, bringing major vibes. Rachel on the mic, keeping lives revived. Radio Chicago, where dreams arise. Wake up CEO to the skies. No more snooze button, no more delay. Rachel's voice making waves today. Feel the energy Chicago way. Wake up CEO, rise and sway. Wake up, start the day with zeal. Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill. Wake up, start the day with zeal. Hey, Rachel's got the vibe, that's the real deal. CEO, it's time to feel the thrill. Morning grind, press play and chill.
This is Dr. Carolyn Stevens, the CEO of the BHC Media Group. And when you are looking for a strategy for self-leadership, get aligned with Wake Up CEO with host Rachel L. Gary every Wednesday from 3 to 5 p.m.
You know what time it is? Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago, Rachel L. Gary in the building. Wake up, CEO, let's go! Wake up, go some set that tone. Wake up, every step you take, you claim that throne. Wake up, no more doubt, no time to stall. Wake up, boss up now, go get it on. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up, I ain't waiting, now I go and take it. Built this from the ground, no way they break it. Consistency, my secret, watch me make it. Got that boss talk, now I ain't faking no. Lost, set the goal, now I'm grabbing the goal. And put in the work, now I'm taking control. The vision so clear, yeah, I already know. Every step I take, I'm ready to blow. Wake up, set that tone. Every step you take, you claim that throne. No more doubt, no time to stall. You boss up now, go get it all. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. Let's go, stay locked in, make it happen. Make it happen. No handouts, yeah, I made my way. Built my brand, now I pave my lane. I turn my losses into lessons. Now my grind got no recession. Yeah, they talk about chance, but I make my own. Yeah, I ain't waiting for fate, got a future to own. Yeah, every setback, just part of the game, gay game. But now I'm up and they know my name. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in. Wake up. Success so sexy, put the work in flexi. Late nights, no rest, but now my vision's hefty. They doubted, they laughed, now they watch from the back. Cause I turned every dream into bricks that stack. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, make it happen. Wake up, stay locked in, go get it all. Every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago. Rachel L. Gary taking you to the top. Boss up, boss you, boss up now, go get it all. Yeah, every Wednesday, 3 to 5, my Radio Chicago.
Hey there, happy new year and welcome to Wake Up CEO. Guys, I know let's get locked in for the first show of the new year. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary, and you know what I do on Wake Up CEO. I have candid conversations with individuals who are looking to grow and be the best version of them. And that's that CEO of your life. That one that is clearing your actions, empowered by your choices, and ready to own your direction. So everybody, let's get locked in and stay locked into the Distinguished Authors Guild Authors Corner, where literary excellence is celebrated. We got to stay locked in for this power statement of the day. And that last segment where we're talking about the leadership 3-point play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets what, guys? GPS. So we got to go ahead and get locked in. And y'all know what we do on Wake Up CEO. We dive right in. We don't hold nothing back. We're not waiting for people to get in the room. We are in the room and we about to get to it. So the power statement of the day. First, let's take a step back. We'll rewind. The show today is about how to step up the come up. Oh yeah, how to step up so you can have a come up. And the power statement of the day is the come up doesn't start when things change. It starts when you do. Oh yeah, that's right, CEOs. We're not blaming outside circumstances. We gonna start off the new year with a bang. And how you start off the new year with a bang is you get locked into you. And that's what we gonna do. Because how to set up the come up means that you gotta set up you CEOs. You gotta set you up. So the question of the day, as everyone starts coming in, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok, the question of the day is, what does winning look like? Come on now, drop those answers in the chat. What does winning look like to you? Because on Wake Up CEO, we're going to get clear on how to set up the come up. Today, we're going to get locked in to the steps, the techniques, and the information that the leadership coach, Rachel L. Gary, got for you today. Hey, I'm going to always be authentically me, and we're going to start now talking about how to get clear. Because you can't set up what you can't see. If you can't see the vision of the future you can't set up anything. So we're gonna talk about how to set it up. Because on Wake Up CEO, I don't just come here and have my casual 2-hour conversation. This is a power-packed 2-hour conversation where we're talking about power, ignition, empowerment, what to do, how to do it, and all of those things. So we're going to make sure to get buckled up because this is going to be a heck of a New Year's resolution show. And everybody who got that resolution, who wrote it down on paper, who's got it on their vision boards, who's already starting off the year, I want to make sure that after this show, you become one of the 8% that makes it past February. You know, on Wake Up CEO, when I pause, I'm pausing so you can take that in. If most people don't make it past February with their New Year's resolutions, that means within 31 days, we give up. But we're not giving up on the goal. We're giving up on ourselves. So this show is the first show of the year where we're gonna get some resilience so we don't give up. And we are ready to be armed with the information that helps us be successful. So if you can't set up what you can't see, so each day we ask for more time, more peace, and without a doubt, more money. But most people don't know what they're actually building towards. So that's why we got to get clear. Because when you have clarity, it helps you decide what winning really looks like to you. So that's why the question of the day is, what does winning look like? What did it look like to you? Because as you start talking about winning for 2026, what does it look like? What does a win look like? Does a win look like you making more money? What's more money? Does a win look like you get more time? Are you organizing the time you have? If your win looks like getting peace in your life, gosh, I want peace. But if you're not clear on what that win looks like, you're shooting in the dark. So that's why the question is, what does winning look like for you? We have to get that down. So, because someone says they want financial freedom, but has no number, no plan, and no timeline. That's not a goal. That's a wish. We rubbing life like we rubbing the life like it's the lamp and we are Aladdin. So we rubbing that lamp and waiting for that genie to pop out and waiting for a wish to come true. As opposed to setting up, I want financial freedom. What does freedom look like? So once I know I want freedom, what am I going to do next? I'm going to move forward next. Guys, all year I'm going to be talking about freedom. Because my book comes out in December 31st, Freedom Has GPS. But we're going to talk about how to set it up right now. You have to define your version of winning. When people are playing sports, the objection of sports is to make more points than your opponent. So when you know that the game is to win, you have to make more points than the opponent. Then that's when you can have a strategy. You cannot have a strategy if you have no idea what winning look like. So let's get to getting the strategy. So define what winning looks like. So if winning isn't defined, everything feels like you're losing. So when you are looking to make $100 a day, wait a minute, you know that you want to make $100 a day. So if you know you want to make $100 a day, there's a low number, though, guys. I know it's a low number, but if we say we want to make $100 a day, then we can set up activities to make that $100. You can say, hey, I want to make $1,000 a day. Okay, so what circle of genius do you have that's going to help you make $1,000 a day? Did you hear how I was able to ask myself the next question? Once you know what you want, you're able to then ask yourself, what do I have already to make my win happen? Oof. I want y'all to sink in for a minute. Once I knew what I wanted to do, I could start making a plan. So how do we make this happen? Name what more actually means to you. More life, more in your life. Specific, measurable, personal. Your life. Not for your friends, not for your kids, not for your family. What does winning look like for you? Because right now we're setting up to come up. You can't come up if you ain't setting it up. So let's start setting it up. You can define when you define what's winning, then you have to identify what's blocking the come up. What's been stopping it in the past? So once you identify that you want to make $1,000 a day, this is just some arbitrary number, guys. We just came up with it. We want to make $1,000 a day. So what's been blocking us from the past for making $1,000? Because, guys, we got to set up to come up. So insight, the obstacle isn't lack, it's misalignment. You don't lack more money. You lack the clarity of how to get to more money. Take that step back. You don't lack more money. You lack the clarity of being able to be aligned with more money. I'm going to give y'all a for instance here. I have a friend who was telling me about their manifesting more money. So every day they sit and they have their meditation and they're thinking about a dollar amount in their head. Then they go in their living room and cut the TV on. Now, this is the misalignment. I want y'all to check it. So the misalignment is here. you meditated for the more money. This is Genie. Now remember, we Aladdin. We Genie in the lamp. So to manifest that, we decided we were going to meditate, put that thought in our head, write it on our vision board, and then we went somewhere and sat down. That's where we want the genie. We want the magic to happen. How do we get to the life that we want and deserve and desire? Rubbing the lamp. Rubbing 5 lamps. Trying to find the genie in the lamp. That's what we're doing. So we're spending time searching for the genie, but we're not spending the time with doing what is necessary so the outcome can come out. Because the outcome is in you. This is why we're setting up to come up, guys. So when you look at where your time and energy and money are being spent, this is how you find out what's blocking you. You have to pay attention to where you're using your time, what are you using your energy on, and where you're spending your money. Because if your money ain't making money, you losing money. Run that back for me, guys. I want y'all to run that back with me. If your money ain't making money, it's losing money. So if you making money and spending money, that's not going to make you more money. You are in a worse situation than you were when you started. So let's say you wanted that $1,000 a day. You get the $1,000 a day, but you don't have a plan for the $1,000 to make more thousands of dollars. That means every day you got to figure out how to make another $1,000. As opposed to, check it, you get $1,000. I'm going to give you the instant gratification. Instantly you want to buy something. Let's buy you something. Because you're going to celebrate you made it. I believe in celebration, guys. I don't believe in, I'm a firm believer in having that instant gratification sometimes makes you feel good about you making it to your goals. Do that. Buy you something nice. So you buy yourself something nice for $200. And the $800, you figure out, okay, how do I get this $800 to multiply? That's when you're setting up for the come up. Because now if you start asking yourself a question of what I'm going to do with the $800 more I got, then at least you're already trying to figure out that I can't spend this $800 without it making me more $800. So as you're asking yourself those questions, this is where we start getting in that knowledge. Getting into information about stocks, bonds, Roth IRAs, getting into crypto and all of those things. Investing in real estate, REITs. People might not know about them. The REIT, research that. It's a way for you to buy into real estate without actually owning a property. You can own a share of a property. That's what a REIT is. Get locked into that. Because we about making money over here. We ain't about talking about making money. We talking about let's make it happen. So that $800, now we invest in it. So now tomorrow, we already figured out a plan to make $1,000 a day. The plan is utilize our gift, utilize the thing that we do best, and that's how we gonna set up a plan. Then when we get the money, we celebrate it. We spent some money on us. We did it. We're going to take us to dinner. We're going to go get ourselves, go get a manicure, pedicure. We're going to go get ourselves a steam. We're going to go get ourselves a massage. We're going to go take ourselves out to a restaurant. We're going to do something for us. Celebration. We're going to celebrate that. Now, after we celebrate us, then we're going to use the remaining. We're going to celebrate just a little bit. We ain't celebrating all the $1,000 away. We're going to celebrate a portion of the $1,000 away. Then we're going to put that money in the investing to make us more money. Then we're going to do that again. Now, Remember, we setting up the come up and we getting clear. We just in clarity. How we get clear? So we prepare before opportunities show up. So remember previously I just said, you're going to work with your circle of genius. How do you get your circle of genius? Guys, every Monday, I'm going to be talking about circle of genius. So you guys check me out. Every Monday, I will be on TikTok and we're going to be talking about circle of geniuses. How to figure out your circle of genius. How to grow your circle of genius. Because your circle of genius is where you don't get burned out doing the work. Where you feel good about the things you're doing. And it allows you to A, make money. B, don't be burned out. And C, celebrate. Because I want some celebrations going on. So we're going to celebrate. Hold on. We got people in the chat. All right. Hold on real quick, guys. I thank everybody who's chiming in. So let's get in here. So I don't want nobody to think we forgot about y'all out here. So we had Sheree Sloan in the house. So Sheree says, I'm more than radio. Absolutely. This is my Radio Chicago. We already know. We building a network, baby. Absolutely. She says, click the link. So go ahead. If you guys want to take me on the go ahead, click the link below. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, the link is down there. Or you can go to www.supportdistrictradio.com/station/Chicago and get locked in with us and take us on the go. I am one of many great personalities on my Radio Chicago. I just happy to be the great one right now, coming to dropping all these gems on you guys. So we got her checking in. She said, are you asking for more money, more time, more money, more peace, but not seeing results? It's time to stop wishing and start setting up to win. In this 2-hour Power Pack episode, guys, y'all got to get locked in. If y'all don't know who Sheree Sloan is, she is the promoter of the year of Highly Productive Chicago. Y'all get locked in with her. She promotes artists. She promotes personalities like myself. She is also part of my book promotion tour. If you guys are not locked in already, the Freedom Has GPS, get ready because it's going to be rolling in cities and states near you. So get ready. So she says, get locked in every Wednesday. Y'all know where, get locked in right here. We got Letitia Hot Marie in the house. Thank you very much, Letitia, for showing up and as usual, gracing us with your presence. She says, Happy New Year, CEOs. And then we have CEO State of Mind Network. Reminds you that on the other side of comfortable is your business breakthrough. Absolutely uncomfortable. If you are uncomfortable and you trying to grow, get your business aligned, join the CEO Mastermind. You can go to www.sayiampossible.com. That is www.sayiampossible.com and apply as CEO Mastermind. Get locked in. Man, I know that's right. So, guys, and on TikTok, I have individuals out here. I appreciate everyone. We got Marie Washington in the house. Thank you very much for showing up. We have Lucille joining me. Thank you, Lucille. We got Jose Paya in the house. Thank you, Jose. We got Big K70. Thank you for joining me today. We got Rapid Richie. Thank you for joining me today, Rapid Richie. We got Holy in the house. We got Christine in the house. Guys, I appreciate everybody. Everybody who wants to, who jumps in and supports Wake Up CEO every week. And this week we're talking about getting clear on how to set up the come up. We trying to come up around here. And this is what we talk about right now, how to set it up. So we're preparing before your opportunity even shows up. So how you prepare for opportunity? Let's get locked into how do you prepare for that opportunity? You prepare for that opportunity by first and foremost rewarding your readiness, not your desire. We're not rewarding ourselves when we say we want something. We're rewarding ourselves when we're getting ready and moving in that purpose. Let's talk about how. Start structuring your days like your life depends on it. Because it does. You are a culmination of all your yesterdays. So how your life looks today came from all the things you've done previously. So if you're looking for new outcomes, better tomorrows, better things coming your way, you got to start today. You can't wait till 2 weeks from now, because then 2 weeks from now, you're going to be in the same position talking about, man, why is this happening? because you didn't make a change. Guys, there's nothing going to happen different if you don't do something different. If you continue the same things you're doing, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So if you're watching TV, if you can tell me about the latest TV show, the latest Hollywood reality show, and you can tell me about the latest person who got their new album, if you can tell me about the latest basketball star who got drafted, if you can tell me about the millions that the next player got drafted on the NFL, if you can tell me about what team is happening to what, but you can't tell me how you're going to make $1,000 tomorrow, you're not moving correctly. We're just going to stop there. Just for a second. Because if you can explain to me how everybody around you is making money except you, then that's where we got to get locked in to our desires and get ready for the win. How do you win? That's what we're talking about. Being setting up to come up. I can tell you right now, what's my plan for the night? I'm going home. I don't watch TV, guys. I want to say that for the record. I don't watch TV, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with TV. But I gotta confess. I don't want TV stealing my time, my money, or my peace. So if we don't want time stealing your money or your peace, then we got to replace it. So let me tell y'all what I replaced TV with. I'm going to hit y'all with it. Thank you, Queen of Romance, for jumping on. We got Natalie R. Murphy in the house, being locked in. We got Lewis Woods. Thank you for checking in with me, Lewis. We got Cash Buyer checking in. Get locked in. We got BKKK checking in. Got Marvin checking in. Thank you guys for joining me today. I just want to tell y'all how to set up the come up. Everybody want to know how to come up. We talking about it right here, right now. What I replaced TV with in the beginning was one podcast. When I first started, so I watch TV all the time. I watched the whole series. I'm going to tell you the last thing, the whole series I watched on TV. I watched The Flash. I was binge watching The Flash. I sat there one day and said, what the heck are you doing? So I replaced The Flash with a podcast. I started watching a podcast on leadership, growth, and development. One of those things. I picked one. So I was watching, I believe it was Jim Rohn's. That's when I first started watching. So then I watched that. Every time I thought about the TV, I cut on YouTube University, put on Jim Rohn's. So radio, guys, I love radio. We on radio right now. I always pick a show that is uplifting my mind. Always. How you set up the come up. You got to set you up. That's what we're talking about right now. The come up isn't setting up stuff external. We're not setting up stuff that's outside of you. We're setting up stuff in you. In your thoughts, in your mind, in your actions, in your activities. So I can't tell you right now who is playing football, basketball, baseball, soccer, hockey, tennis, nothing. I can't tell you who's the top of any league of anything. I don't watch TV enough, but I can tell y'all who the UFC champion is. I watch TV on Saturdays, and I watch UFC. That's my celebration. I celebrate my. Remember, I said in the beginning, guys, you have to celebrate when you're winning. For 6 days, I don't watch TV. And then on Saturday, my celebration is to watch UFC. So this is how you show up. That's what we're talking about now. How to set up to come up, you got to show up. You can't set up no come up without showing up. We not being Aladdin. There's no genie in the lamp. You are the genie in the lamp. When you get up in the morning and look in the mirror, who you see? The genie. When you looking for your millionaire friend, where he at? In the mirror. I'm not the only one who has heard the story. I'm about to this little bit of information I'm gonna throw out here. People, when they are on their final deathbeds, they don't talk about all the things that they did. They talk about the things that they didn't do, the life they didn't live, the things that they wish they had or just had courage enough to step into. What are you fearful of right now that is stopping you from setting up the come up? Let's take a second and think on that. What's been happening? Robert, who's joining me? Kenneth, who's joining me? Big Bird, who's joining me? Barbara Mapp, who's joining me? What's the one thing? What's that one thing that you're afraid of right now? Name it. Because that one thing is stopping the money, the peace, the tomorrows. What are we willing to be uncomfortable stepping around, stepping over, stepping through to get to the other side? So we're gonna play My Success is Inevitable, because I want you guys to get locked in and stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago, where we already know is more than radio. So y'all get locked in to inevitable. My Success is Inevitable.
DR Network, My Radio Chicago, home of divine purpose.
Oh, looking to get to the cash. So I have the perfect book series for you by award-winning author Rachel L. Gary.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. It's an assessment.
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week right here on CEO State of Mind.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and we're like 4 days.
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on it. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Welcome to the CEO Mastermind.
Wait a minute. Are you a leader, supervisor, manager who is looking to turn your gifts into profit? I have a 10-week course that'll show you how to make $2,500 or more in 10 weeks. You want to learn more? Click the link below and see others just like you who made it happen. Wait, are you ready? Wait a minute.
Are you a leader, supervisor, manager who is looking to turn your gifts into profit? I have a 10-week course that'll show you how to make $2,500 or more in 10 weeks. You want to learn more? Click the link below and see others just like you who made it happen. Wait, are you ready?
All right. Thank you guys for staying locked in with me. Guys, man. That first segment about being clear, man, you have to be clear about where you're going and how you're going to get there. So now we're going to jump into, hey there, Michael. Thank you for joining me. We got Mike in the house. If you guys don't already know, he says, good afternoon, CEOs. Y'all got to get locked in with Michael Lewis. He is the king of consistency, making it happen. Get locked in with him. So today we're talking about how to set up the come up. And today's question, Michael, come on, drop in your answer in the chat for me. What does winning look like to you? I want to make sure that we get locked in because we talking about how to set the come up. How we set up the come up. The only way we set up the come up, we got when we set up the come up, then we have to make sure that at the end of the day that's how we move forward, how we start getting ourselves aligned with the come up. How we gonna have a come up if we ain't even aligning ourselves with a come up? We got to get locked into being the person that we say we want to be. We want. Oh yeah. We want something different. We say we want something different, but we ain't locking into that. We ain't moving towards that. We're not even thinking of, we think that we want to come up. We think we want something new, but we're not ready to say, I'm going to do what's necessary to make everything happen the way that we need to. Take a moment on that. I'm going to do what is necessary to make it happen the way it needs to. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Being able to say that. Being able to do that. That's how CEOs roll. And I'm talking to CEOs. Y'all the CEOs. The ones clearing your actions, empowered by your choices, and owning your direction. So to get empowered, so we can start moving to the next level. So we got clear. So when we say we're going to get clear, we just said we're going to define the version of what winning looks like, defining it. We're going to identify what's blocking the come up. And then we're going to prepare before the opportunity even shows up. Because if we prepare, you don't have to get ready when you are ready. So that's what we talked about in getting clear. Because the only way to get clear is if you know what clarity looks like for you. So we all on top of that. So now we're talking about how to be empowered. How we get it all to make it all happen. We got to build the muscle before the moment. So we left it off talking about how to prepare. So, but now we're going to talk about how to build that muscle before the moment even arrives. Because empowerment is learning how to move with intention, not emotion. The come up isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters consistently. Like I said, the king of consistency down there with Michael. Because when you are consistently doing things and consistently having repetition, then you can consistently win. We looking to win. I'm looking to win. And I'm hoping that y'all looking to win. So as you guys get on, do me a favor, share the live to your pages, share the live to your friends. We want to get everybody on the same page that's in your circle. So everybody that's in your circle is like, all right, we winning. And we got a map. I'm a clear person who always wants to give a map to success. That's what we got right here, my breaking the chains, the game. Hashtag poverty in six figures, breaking the chain, the game. That's a map. So Michael checks in. To get to the come up, we have to put ourselves in a position to receive the come up. Develop the plan and create good habits of discipline to maintain the come up. Speak to that, Mike. Speak to that. Mike is speaking to something that we all know. He's not speaking randomly. We all know that to get to come up, we gotta make ourselves ready. So once we make ourselves ready, what do we do next? This is what I'm thinking. While we're building the muscle before we move, let's talk about the how. Because if we're learning how to move with intention and not emotion, we got to figure out how we make that happen. Because it goes this way. Two people want growth. One waits for motivation and the other builds a routine. One stays stuck and one levels up. So I'm just here reminding you of who you are. I'm just having a conversation with the CEO that's in you. So when you say you want to come up, and right now we're going to build those mental and emotional muscles so we don't get emotionally entrenched in our demise. We get emotionally level and allow our consistency to let us rise. Empowerment comes from structure. Structure doesn't trap you, it frees you. Let me give you the how. When you block times for your growth, you block it like it's not negotiable. It's not negotiable for your success. We just listen to success is inevitable. Success is inevitable when you set up yourself for success. So when you block off your time, let's think about it. When you got your little time blocks, and I know people who hate structure. They hate when I say, I gotta write this stuff down. Well, you're not writing it down now. Right now, you're not writing anything down. Right now, you're moving aimlessly. Are you where you want to be? That's my question I ask. Are you where you want to be today? Because if you're where you want to be, then we're having a mute conversation. But you ask the question because you're not where you want to be. And if you're not where you want to be, how you get there? So the blocking out time, like it's not negotiable. In the morning, I block off time for my workout, my mental fortitude, and my gratitude. Every morning, non-negotiable. It sets up my day for success. It sets my mind up for success. The reason why it's non-negotiable for me, I want my mind ready for the day's activities. So to get my mind ready for the day's activities, I get locked in. Just like my song say when it comes on, locked in, make it happen. Because when you get locked in, so once you get locked in, then you're able to do a lot of things. Because as I said, in the mornings I have my regimen. Now with my regimen, that's from 5 to 8. That's 3 hours. In 3 hours, I post my morning affirmation. I respond to my emails. I talk to my team. I do a full walk. A full 2.5 to 3 mile walk. Walk my puppy. Get myself ready. Meditate. Write my moment of gratitude. Then I start my day. At 1 o'clock, usually between 1 and 2, I take a moment, 5 minutes, take a moment of gratitude, recenter myself so I can continue on with the rest of my day. This is all about showing up for you. So blocking off time It makes it where I'm able to do the things I want to do. I'm able to move in and out of spaces with ease. Stop borrowing confidence. I've heard the statement so many times, fake it till you make it. We're going to stop faking it and just be it. You want something more. You want to do something more. Confidence comes from you keeping promises to yourself. How many times we started the show off talking about New Year's resolutions? That by February, most people give up on their New Year's resolution. If you can't trust yourself to tell the truth to you, keep this in mind, guys. Your mind internalizes those things. Your subconscious mind is thinking about these things. So if your subconscious mind is thinking about these things, then, guys, how we winning? How we winning? How we gonna win if we can't believe what comes out of our own mouths? We can't believe our thoughts. We say we want something better, but we don't strive towards it. We say we want to have a better life, but we don't plan for that better life. We don't even know what a better life looks like for us. We can't even vision it. Creation comes twice. Once in your mind and then in your reality. So if we can't form the first part of creation and trust ourselves to complete the task, how do we get the reality? I want us to win, CEOs. So we have to start small and finish strong. We got to start small. Come on, I want to make sure we all on the same page. Growth is within each of us. Growth is in each of us. It's all right, CEOs. We got to take the moment to realize that if growth is inside of us, how do we pull that growth out of us? How do we move towards who we're trying to be? I want each of us to have the life that we want. I know you want the life that you've been dreaming about. I know that you want all those things that you desire. What are we willing to do to make that a reality? Let's vision here. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's have integrity and stay moving forward so we can do, be, and have the life that we desire. Use tools, not excuses, guys. Successful people don't have fewer problems. They just have better systems when something fails. Ooh. Take that in, CEO. Every successful person I have ever read about, seen on TV, truly successful people, not someone who is putting someone else down to find success. Truly successful people talk about the systems and the tools they used and their resilience when things got hard, because that is a making of the CEO. Time is going to be hard. Things are going to be hard. There's no easy solution to this we talking about called life. There's nothing easy. The easiest thing that we could do is start moving forward. That's the easiest thing we could do. it's harder to just give up because you give up on your dreams. You give up on your progress. You give up on more money, more freedom, more abundance. You give up on all of that when you give up. Some people say quitting is easy. Is it? So this isn't about quitting, it's about sustaining, maintaining, and growing. And we have to get the tools to do that. Get the tools to be resilient. So we're going to get locked in real quick with I'm Free. I want y'all to stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago. We support District Radio. Up next at the top of the hour, we got the Author's Corner that is brought to you by Distinguished Authors Guild, where your literary excellence is celebrated, as well as the Leadership 3-Point Play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy. Stay locked in right here at the top of the hour. And we got I'm Free. So I have the perfect book series for you by award-winning author Rachel L. Gary. Volume 1, Forged in Fire, Readers Rose from Life's Ashes. In Volume 2, #Poverty 6 Figures, They Broke Those Mental Chains. Now comes Volume 3, Freedom Has GPS, reminding you that you are born to soar and build a legacy. Pre-orders are open for 50% off. Get the tools for the bag at www.sayIampossible.com.
You done changed.
My questionnaire. The questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. It's an
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on CEO State of Mind.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and we're like 4 days.
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on it. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Welcome to the CEO Mastermind.
I'm focused on my...
Wait a minute. Are you a leader, supervisor, manager who is looking to turn your gifts into profit? I have a 10-week course that'll show you how to make $2,500 or more in 10 weeks. You want to learn more? Click the link below and see others just like you who made it happen. Wait, are you ready?
Hey there. Welcome back to My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio, where we already know it's more than radio. This is Wake Up CEO, and I am your host, Rachel L. Gary, and we are at the top of the second hour, guys, and we are jumping in to the Author's Corner that is brought to you by Distinguished Authors Guild, where your literary excellence is rewarded. And today's book is Forged in Fire, From Ashes to Empowerment by myself. So that's the book of the day. And the reason why I started off with this book is at the beginning of the new year, I had this thought. Your past doesn't disqualify you. It prepares you. So my insight from from Forged in Fire is that the ashes weren't the end. They were the training ground. They were the beginning. So when I wrote those words in the book, Forged in Fire, it's talking about all of the things of the past that make you who you are today. And a lot of us want to get rid of things from the past. This is not about getting rid of things from the past. It's about embracing your past, taking from it the things that help you strive, and then start thriving towards a better tomorrows. You can use what is tried to break you as the blueprint to how you build. So I use Forged in Fire, the information in Forged in Fire, to grow and develop and be a better version of me. So at no point in time did I allow the fire of the things of my past to burn me. They just singed me and got me prepared for today and what's coming forward in tomorrows. So that was from Forged in Fire. From Ashes to Empowerment. Get locked in. If you guys want a copy of that book, you can go to www.sayiampossible.com. One more time, that's www.sayiampossible.com, and go to the book tab and see the library of the books that I offer. And that is just one of a plethora of books that are designed to empower, encourage, and uplift to build and grow the CEO. That is you. Get locked in. Stay locked in. So now we on we on the segment, guys. Woo. Y'all know where we at? We on the part of owning. I want everybody to take a breath with me. We gonna own our directions today. And how we own our directions is, first, we talked about getting clear. We got clear in segment 1. We defined what the version of what winning looks like to you. We identify what's blocking our come up. And then we're preparing before opportunity even shows up. That was getting clear. As we got empowered by because empowerment comes with structure. And we stopped borrowing confidence, we building it. And the third thing was we're using tools, not excuses. That's how we get empowered to be, do, and have the life that we're looking to have. Now we in a part where we gonna own. We gonna own all of those things that took place. We gonna own all of the past. Because ownership is where dreams turn into decisions. You don't wait for the come up. You become the person who sustains it. We want to know how to come up and stay up. That's why this is how to set up the come up and not how just to come up. Because once we set the come up, we understand these things. We set it up, we hold it up. And now we're going to sustain it and maintain it for future and further growth. So think about this. People want success without responsibility. But the word ownership says, if this is my life, I lead it. So no more excuses, CEOs. We talked about that on being empowerment. To own and grow your come up, you got to own everything that goes with it. Own the steps. Own your choices. Because every result is connected to a decision. What decisions are you making today that move you forward, hold you stagnant, or push you back? When you think of everything that you do on a daily basis in those terms, and you hold yourself to that everything that you're doing is moving you forward, you think differently, you move differently, your conversations are different, the circles you are in are different, the things you respond to are different. Because when you're moving forward, not sitting still, and daggone sure not going back, you're making sure that your decisions matter. Your decisions matter then. So Mike checks in. He says, what does winning look like? For me, winning looks like blocking out the noise, going the extra mile to become great, being accountable, and embracing the process. You also have to be good with being uncomfortable. I think we talked about that earlier. I appreciate Mike for bringing that back up, because on the other side of uncomfortable is your goal. On the other side of anything that you don't want to do is where your desired outcome is. Comfort has you where you are today. You are where you are today because of your comfort. You comfortable. Mediocrity, if you're comfortable there, it's okay. What I'm talking about today doesn't even matter. But if it says, I know you on Wake Up CEO, I know you want more. I know you listen to Wake Up CEO because you want those tips. You come here on Wednesday because you know that there's a better version of you in you, not outside. This is because I'm talking to the inner CEO. I talk to the inner CEO on Wake Up CEO. I'm talking to the person in you that wants more. I'm just reminding you of how to get to it. I'm just pulling slowly on you. It's like, have you guys seen those movies where in a comedy where the person is got their hands on somebody, feet on somebody's chest, and they pulling? That's what you got to do to you. You got to get so uncomfortable with what you know to get knowledge to what you need to know to be who you want to be. So while we were talking about every result is connected to a decision, each decision you make every day pushes you forward, leaves you where you are, or pushes you back. How you do it? Stop blaming circumstances. Start adjusting your actions. Things don't happen to me, they happen for me. Everything happens for me, not to me. Somebody hit my car, I learned something from it. When you're thinking from that and you're not blaming anything, that means that you're taking in information so you can grow. And you can adjust your actions when things are not aligned, when you do some things that are not aligned with who you are. When you look in the mirror and you say, man, that ain't me. If that activity doesn't align with who you are, that's all right. Because that activity might not have aligned with who you are. And when those activities don't align with who you are, that's good. Because that means that you recognize that they're not in your circle of genius. Those activities are not what makes you great. So we will get so wrapped up in a situation, not knowing that that situation isn't meant for us. It was meant to happen for us, but not to us. I appreciate everything that happened to me in my lifetime. I was having a long conversation with Amina. If y'all are not locked in with Miss Mina, check her show out on Friday. We got a great announcement that we're going to do on her show. The afternoon rendezvous right here on My Radio Chicago. She in my spot 3 to 5 on Fridays. My spot, that's what I call it. So we were having a great conversation about just this. That when things are happening, people take them as a negative, when instead it's a positive every time something happens, because you get to live and learn a lesson. I have great conversations with her because she's very insightful. And sometimes you are traveling in a circle that you don't need to be in. I'm gonna just push the mic back on that. And I want you to take that in. How many times have you been somewhere or been doing some things and it doesn't sit well with you? You asking yourself, why you in the room? Why am I even in this car? Man, I didn't even want to come. So when you do that, it's your mind and your body telling you that this is not a circumstance that aligns with you. You're forcing a situation to align with you. We don't want to force situations to align with us. We want to put ourselves in rooms, spaces, and places, as my mentor says, Dr. C. You want to put yourself in places and spaces where people are celebrating you. You want to put yourself in places and spaces where people are uplifting you. When you own your decisions, you own the rooms you walk in, you own the people that you talk to, you own the places that you frequent, you own the meals that you eat. Guys, I'm on a 10-pound weight loss right now in the last 30 days. Because like my mentee, Selah Brooks, said, that New Year's doesn't start on what on a calendar. You want a new you starts today. So December 1st, my wife and I, matter of fact, it was December 1st, her and I made a deal that we were going to start eating healthier because I want to be fit. Guys, I got to tell y'all by my December 31st. So I made a mental commitment that I wanted to look good, feel good, and do good. So I wanted to be aligned with my Freedom Has GPS. What freedom really looks like, feels like. What my thought processes are. What's true freedom? Get y'all to pre-order that book and y'all give some information. Chapter 1 is already, for people who pre-order, they get chapter 1. www.sayiampossible.com. Go to www.sayiampossible.com to get y'all a pre-order of that book. There's going to be freebies. There's going to be all kinds of things that are going to be going on over the next 12 months. But to align with who I see myself being, the way that I see myself growing, I wanted to be aligned. To get aligned with that person, I felt that me eating unhealthy wasn't aligned with freedom, with my version of freedom. So if eating unhealthy is not aligned with my version of freedom, I went to my book that I wrote, went through that chapter of alignment. So as I got aligned with who I am, guys, those books I write, I read. Those books I write, I live. Those books I write, I do the work. I put in the work that's in those books. Hashtag Poverty 6 Figures. It's all about the work I put in to get 6 figures plus. The mental work, guys, not the physical work, the mental work. Physical work is the easy part. It's the mental work. It's the mindset shifts. It's the thought processes that must change. That's hard. Remember, on the other side of uncomfortable is what you want. When I got uncomfortable, so right now I tell my wife, she cracks the jokes. I say I'm so comfortable being uncomfortable. When I'm not uncomfortable, I know I'm not moving. When I'm comfortable, I tell y'all, on Saturdays when I'm watching UFC, I'm comfortable. I'm sitting on my couch and I'm doing nothing. So Selah, he just dropped in as I was speaking about Selah. He said, you can't do the physical work without the mental work. Absolutely not. And as I was saying before he jumped in, I was talking about how he made mention in one of his videos that the new year started then. A lot of us wait for the calendar new year, but that's okay. We already passed the calendar new year. We're not going to talk about We're not going to talk about the other new year. That's for another show, another time. But at the end of the day, you have to be ready to set up and keep going. Michael jumped in. He says, that is a great point about being in alignment. That is where I am at now. And mentally it's truly hard, which goes to your point. He says, Rachel Garrett, that is very true. Learning that now. Absolutely. You got to get locked in with you guys. Because alignment allows you to grow. So you have to own your discipline. Here we go, CEOs. We're going to dive in. Because remember, this is the ownership segment. We owning things right now. So I'm owning my mind. I'm owning my money. I'm owning my places. Owning it. When you own your discipline, discipline is choosing future rewards over present comfort. I also believe in believing in the present. Because the present version of you has to be set so you can have a better version of the future you. So if you don't start today growing you, one more time, if you don't start today growing you, tomorrow's not going to be better. Oh, I know that hurt. I'm CEOs, I apologize. I apologize. Sorry, but not sorry. You have to anchor the present you so the future you can have a better life. The better life is on the other side of that. It's okay. It's okay. The small discomfort today is you're gonna reap the rewards tomorrow. But remember, you're going to celebrate it the day after. Come on now. We're going to clap it up. Clap it up. We celebrating winning. When I celebrate my win, I win again. When I celebrate my lesson, I learn more. And I learn that lesson to win again. I'm winning or learning. Two things only. I'm never losing. You never losing, CEOs. You winning or learning. Winning or learning. That's still moving you forward. Winning or learning. It's still moving you forward. Either way. Because when you're winning, you're moving forward. When you're learning, it's giving you ammunition to win again. When you speak to yourself in the affirmative, you affirming your position in the future. When you speak to yourself in the lack, you're setting yourself down. You're setting your mind down. We want clarity here. All right, we had Selah jump in. He said, I'm going to be honest, coach, because I need the coaching today. I was not 100% locked in. I kept getting distracted from my work. As a result, I did not have a productive day. I told myself, come on, Selah. It's only the first week of January, and you already slipping. Wait a minute. I'm gonna say something here, Selah. Right there, you learned. So you didn't slip. You learned a lesson. Whatever got you unfocused, whatever it was that got you unfocused, you're going to look at that opportunity to not be distracted again. And if y'all don't know Selah Brooks, guys, let me get y'all locked in with Selah Brooks. He is the brand coach. He also coaches My CEO Mastermind. One episode, he comes on there and drops gems, gives individuals activities so they can be able to find and do and be a better content creator so they can actually show up on camera. He is my brand coach. If you guys have seen the Author's Hustle, that came from our deep conversations and how to get out there and put and position it in a way that was successful. He gave me tips after the first episode. The second episode will be better. After the second episode, the third episode will be better. If you're looking for somebody who can help you position your brand in a quick, efficient way, he's the person, hands down. But as he was talking about that he didn't have a productive day, he's also a firm believer in what I'm going to say next. Every day you might not have a productive day, But if you learned something that day, it was productive for you. Because remember, Selah, that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So whatever happened that day that you were not productive in the way where you weren't making money, or you didn't make calls towards money, or you didn't move forward productively towards your goals, you learned a lesson in there. So you still won that day. That's what we do as CEOs. We winning no matter what. You got to frame it. It's how you frame it. Some people take that day as a loss. Man, I didn't do nothing today. And he said, thank you, coach. That was powerful. You are so welcome. Because that's what we have to frame things in a way that brings it back to us being positive. Because the second that we allow negativity in, negativity seeps into our bones and our body. Now, the next activity we did, we're measuring it as opposed to, okay, all right, I still move forward. Slow, steady steps forward are still steps towards where you're going. Whether you scoot, speed walk, skate, jet, bicycle, you're still moving forward. You determine the vehicle in which you want to drive in to your success. That's why we talking about you owning you own your discipline. Because that's why discipline is you choosing your future reward over your present comfort. As I said, I'm comfortable on that couch on Saturdays. I be so comfortable, guys. I be laid out on my little chase, watching UFC. But let me tell y'all what happened to me last week. I'm gonna make this quick. Last week, UFC didn't come on. So my wife and I were watching Amazing Race. So Amazing Race, because my wife and I are traveling around the world in 2027, we were looking at different countries. So I like Amazing Race because they travel all over the world. They show you a lot of the urban areas in these places, not just the high-end areas. So we want to go to different places around the world and see the culture. We're not going to be in the 5-star hotels. So we watch Amazing Race to bring us back to that thought. I watched like 3 of those episodes in a row, and I was in there thinking, like, man, I could be setting this part of my business up. I could be making sure Freedom Has GPS's website is up. I could be doing the affiliate program. I thought of all of the things I could be doing as opposed to taking my reward for doing all those things all week. Ooh, I want y'all to take that in, CEO. Remember, Saturdays is my reward day. It's my moment of self-care, where I disconnect from the business. I just sit with my wife and enjoy the moment. I was so concerned that I had so many things to do on my to-do list that I wasn't even in the moment. And even though I didn't tell my wife any of the things I'm talking about right now, she knew. So I say that to say that every moment of the day isn't going to be productive towards what you consider your destination. But my self-care allows me to reset, rejuvenate, and be reinvigorated to continue on the journey. When I take that moment to reset my mind, it gives me more vigor to continue on. So some people could take that day as you're not productively moving your business forward. When I can frame my day that I productively move my body and mind forward by relaxing it and giving it time to rest so I can move my agenda forward. Same situation, 2 different ways of being framed. You frame the journey. How are you showing up for you? Self-care is one of the first things in my book because it's the first thing that broke down when I started being promoted, when I started growing. My self-care, I am very disciplined, very disciplined. I'm so disciplined that I have a big vision. I am working on that vision all the time. And when I am focused on something that I am going to accomplish, because I never want to do anything, CEOs. I'm going to accomplish something. So I always speak energy into what I'm going to do, what I'm doing. Not that, hey, in 12 months, I'm going to be selling 10. I want to sell 10,000 copies of Freedom Has GPS. That's not even what I say to myself. In 12 months, I'm positioning my book in a way to empower and envision and encourage individuals to find success. And we will sell 10,000 copies of that book to encourage, empower our community for success. That's how I frame that. Same situation. You frame it. So we were talking about being disciplined. So you have to do the hard things early so life can get easier. I say that for this. Easy in comparison to what? Hard in comparison to what? Easy and hard are all on the same spectrums, guys. If easy and hard are on the same spectrums, that means your perception of easy and hard is different from person to person. I easily learn new things. I know people that it's hard for them to learn new things. Marketing for me is hard. However, the more I learn about marketing, I'm starting to understand more, so it's becoming easier. So the reason why I made the statement, do the hard thing now. So do the thing now that you feel you cannot do. Get the help now so you can be able to do it and make it easier over time. Check in with me, CEOs. Are you doing the hard work right now to make your life easier? So are you doing something that you don't know how to do well? The key of repetition, of consistency. If you keep doing the same things more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times, more than 4 times, it gets easier. This is show number 50 of Wake Up CEO. I'm going to clap it up for me. And the reason why I clapped it up is because 50 episodes ago, I was in this chair mentally shaken. I had never been on the radio before. And Shy Blizz gave me an opportunity to share my story on the radio. I so appreciated him. So I didn't want to let him down by him letting me be on my radio Chicago. The first show, I was shaking. Still delivered, but not how I felt I could. Second show, it got easier. Right now, guys, CEOs, I come in here at 3 o'clock. I set my stuff up. I wipe everything down. And I'm, all right, CEOs, let's go. If you guys ever listen to my beginning of my show, it's 2 songs that play. I had 2 songs play because I was so nervous that I needed the courage. I don't drink, guys, so I don't need liquid courage. I don't smoke, guys. I don't get that kind of stimuli, but empowering music stimulates me. So the second song says, make it happen. And it has a real high tempo because it makes me dance and it gets me ready. I feel like I'm Ali in the ring. And then I'm going to deliver the uppercut. So I set myself up to do the hard so I can make it easier. I was uncomfortable. Remember, guys, I told you I am so comfortable being uncomfortable. When I don't want to talk to someone, I go over there and speak. We had My Radio Chicago appreciation, the 10-year anniversary appreciation award ceremony in December. I met people I had never seen before, people who I had seen on the radio, people I had heard on the radio. I was super nervous. I went up. I was so nervous. Let me tell you guys, I was nervous, but I still walked up and said, hello, I'm Rachel L. Gary. I've heard you on the platforms before. You do an awesome job, and I love what you bring into the city. I won't mention the person's name, but I am not a starstruck type person. Because I know that we're all human beings just doing us doing. When someone is at a high level, that means they're doing it more repetitions and they're doing it better. Great. But this person I've been listening to on the radio for years. And I happened to be in the room where I got an award. I say all that to say, guys, you have to get over fear. Your fear of you. Because the fear isn't of him. The fear is of you. I know I speak well. I know I can articulate. I have a vast vocabulary. And once I said hello and shook his hand, we had a whole conversation. And I have a new friend. So sometimes we have to be afraid and step forward anyway. Hold on, we got to get into these comments, man. Selah says, congratulations on show number 50. Thank you. We're going to clap it up for show 50, man. Yes, this is the 50th show. I am just delighted, super delighted. Michael, he checks in. He said, you making great points right now, CEO. I am not locked in enough. Realizing that my past still has a hold on me, which is holding me back. And I have to keep fighting and be productive no matter what. Again, you're right. Work hard now and it will be easier later. Absolutely. Mike says, congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate you, Mike. Selah says, the fear of you, of the unknown, the fear of failure, the fear of judgment. This stops us. Absolutely. Remember, guys, I'm going to say something. I want y'all to let me know if it resonates with you. We spend our time so busy worried about what someone else is going to think of us when the only person's thought of us that matters is ours. What do you think of you? Do you think you can overcome your fears? Do you think that you can overcome your past? Do you think that you can step into your greatness? If you don't, let's figure out that. Because what other people think of you only is reflective by what you think of you. You know, when I take that break, CEOs, that means that take that in. You have to own your growth pace. Last week we talked about either you're planting, watering, pruning, or blossoming in your season. You have to own where you are. Right now, we're moving forward with Freedom Has GPS campaign. I'm campaigning like I'm going to be the president of the United States. Y'all going to see flyers everywhere of you in Chicago. You're going to see posts everywhere of you in the United States. You're going to see billboards everywhere. It's that important. Now, let's check it out. This is January, guys. The gala is December 31st at 8 p.m. The book comes out December 31st at midnight. Sorry, at 11:59. When the clock strikes 12, that's when the book goes live. So if the book goes live at midnight, 12 months from now, right now, what am I doing, CEOs? I'm planting the seeds. I'm planting the seeds. January, February, March. If you look at I got a plan. Remember, guys, CEOs, I'm gonna speak to y'all about what I do. My plan, I got a 12-month plan. Month 1, 2, and 3, we dropping seeds. 3, 4, and 5, we watering seeds. 7, 8, and 9, we are pruning. So in 10, 11, 12, we hit our goal. CEOs, I'm going to be extremely uncomfortable. I'm going to be speaking in places I've never spoke before. I'm going to be talking to people that I have admired all my life. I told my my new PR manager. You guys will hear about the team as everybody comes aboard. My PR manager, that there's 2 people I want to meet. I want to meet John Hope Bryant. And if you guys are not locked in with John Hope Bryant, please get locked in with his platform. And I said, I want to meet John Hope Bryant. And I told my director of my campaign director that I want to meet a host, 2 of the hosts from WVON. If you guys are from Chicago, you know what WVON is. It's a radio station. It was a black-owned radio, the only black-owned radio station in Chicago. FM radio station. So Matt McGill and Cleopatra Jones. Now, it was the reason why these things were important and were on my list, because I told them those are targets for me. Those are wins. When that happens, I won the day. Because I don't try to win the war. I win the day. That's the small step theory. I celebrate the day. Because listen to this. If I wait 12 months to the end, when the books go out, when we're shipping them outside of the storage area, when we're sending them and putting them in the mail, if I wait till that day to celebrate, then that means all through the next 11 months, I won't celebrate the small wins. Those are small wins for me. Now, John Hope Bryant is a larger win, but that's not the point. But that's what you have to do to when you're planting, watering, pruning, and blossoming. When you own your growth pace, we're not running. We sitting up. We crawling. We holding on to the wall to stand up. We taking a couple of steps. We move at a faster pace. Then we start running. Then we get on a bike. Then we get in a car. Then we get on a plane. We have to understand that the pace, that this is a race. This isn't a race. It's alignment. One more time, we get in line with who we want to be. Progress daily is not perfect. There is no perfection. Success in your plan takes small incremental steps. Take the small incremental wins, celebrate them, keep on going. That's how you own the come up. So let's take a recap before we jump into the leadership 3-point play. Recap to get clear. Well, how to set the come up. Clarity comes from defining your version of winning. What does winning look like to you? Identify has blocked your come up in the past. Prepare before the opportunity to come up shows up. To empower yourself to grow from once you get clear, once you understand what your goal is. Empowerment comes from you having structure. Structure your time. Time is the only commodity you cannot get back. There is no replenishment of time. Structure your time accordingly. Stop borrowing confidence. Build it. You got that. Using tools, not excuses. This is how you empower your vision of winning. And what we just talked about in this third segment, how to own it. Own your choices. Own your discipline. Own your growth pace. You own it. Because when you own it and you show up for it, growth becomes inevitable. So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna take us a break before the leadership 3-point play that's powered by Say I Am Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets GPS. Stay locked in for that last segment. We got Goddess is on high coming at you guys on the radio and online. You gotta stay locked in right here on My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio, where we already know it's more than radio. Oh, looking to get to the cash. So I have the perfect book series for you by award-winning author Rachel L. Gary. Volume 1, Forged in Fire, Readers Rose from Life's Ashes. In Volume 2, #Poverty 6 Figures, They Broke Those Mental Chains. Now comes Volume 3, Freedom Has GPS, reminding you that you are born to soar and build a legacy. Pre-orders are open for 50% off. Get the tools for the bag at www.sayiampossible.com.
My questionnaire. The questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
Assessment is an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. Assessment is an assessment.
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week right here on CEO State of Mind.
Questions were exact and to the point of what I needed, but immediately I was able to apply some extra income come immediately this past week.
Charging $150 for these classes. So I had 30 people show up each day. I charge $150 and we're like 400.
I've gotten like three more clients since I revamped again. And I'm really grateful for that.
I actually hit my goal. I think I was at 158. And so this week I'm now at 170 RSVPs for my lunch party.
I have been uploading consistently, sharing it, and also promoting and marketing on. I did build up my own team as well. The business, I also did crack in another client.
Welcome to the CEO Mastermind.
Yo, bro, I've got them all.
There's a new TV network on the scene.
I'ma walk like a CEO, think like a boss. Every setback I had turned to gain, not lost. Mind on clarity, feet on grind. Built from the truth, that CEO state of mind. Power in my steps, vision in my lane. I don't follow waves, I create my name. This ain't hype, this purpose designed. I live loud in my CEO state of mind.
They want the crown, but not the pain. I made my peace inside the flame. Ownership that's...
Wait a minute. Are you a leader, supervisor, manager who is looking to turn your gifts into profit? I have a 10-week course that'll show you how to make $2,500 or more in 10 weeks. You want to learn more? Click the link below and see others just like you who made it happen. Wait, are you ready?
All right, guys, and welcome back to Wake Up CEO. I am your host, Rachel L. Gary, and we had people jumping in, and I appreciate everybody who jumped in. We had Amina, she jumped in. We were talking about her earlier. Guys, just stay locked in. On Friday, we're going to have a special announcement right here on the Afternoon Rendezvous. That is her show. That's 3 to 5 p.m. right here on My Radio Chicago. We had, and I say this at the end of the day, guys, we have to grow, develop, and be the best version of us. So how to set up the come up is what we were talking about today. We gave good tips on how to get clear, great tips on how to be empowered, and the tips of ownership were stellar. Replay this video if you guys want to know how to set up the come up so the come up continue uplifting you. And right now we're about to jump into my very favorite part of the show. Y'all know I love this part of the show. It's the leadership 3-point play that is powered by Say I'm Possible Academy. Play 1. Decide what you are building. Write the vision, name the win, stop being vague with your future. Play 2. Build the system. Create daily routines that support the life you want, not the one you're leaving. Play 3. Show up no matter what. Commit even when it's uncomfortable, especially at that time. That was the leadership 3-point play that was powered by Say I'm Possible Academy, where self-leadership gets what? GPS. That's how y'all guys get locked in. That's how we end these segments. But I want to make sure we take a rewind just before I jump off the air on the 3 tips that I gave in each one of the segments today. How to get clear with how to set up the setup. Define your version of winning. Identify what's blocking the come up and prepare before an opportunity shows up. That's how you get clear with setting up the come up. Being empowered after you're clear. These are the 3 tips. Empowerment comes from structure. Stop borrowing confidence and build it. And using tools, not excuses. How to own your direction. These were the 3 tips. Own your choices, own your discipline, own your growth pace. And at the end of those 9 tips, that's how you set up to keep coming up, keep showing up, keep rebuilding, and being the best version of you. Guys, I have the pleasure every week to speak to some great people. So I want to say thank you to Michael Lewis, who checked in with us today. Letitia Hart Marie, who joined us today. Cherie Sloan, who joined us today. Sayla Brooks, who joined us today. Amina Salah Baker for joining us today. I want to thank everybody who chimed in, checked in, and just said hello on TikTok as well as on Instagram. At the end of the day, CEOs, how you set up to come up is by being who you intend to be each and every day. Look in the mirror, and if who you see is not who you want to be, make that change. So the come up isn't coming to save you. You are building it brick by brick, choice by choice, moment by moment. You've got the tools. The millionaire best friend you got is the millionaire that's in you. Pull that millionaire out by using these tips to set up the come up. And until next week, right here on My Radio Chicago from 3 to 5 p.m. on Wednesdays, I want you guys to stay locked in with me. Thank everybody who came and joined me this week. And please continue being the best version of you. And until next week, be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week right here on Wake Up CEO.
My questionnaire, the questions were just very exact and to the point of what I needed. And when I met with her in my one-on-one session, I found it to be very profound.
Excited for this. This is something I really need and something I've been looking for a while.
It's an assessment. Like, it asks questions that make you think deep about what you want your life to go. It's an
The 10-week financial focus plan she gave me helped me to see it in a better way where it would make money.
It was basically a reality. Something that looked like a dream, but in reality, it was nothing but a shift of mindset. It's a state of mind.
Out and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. See you next week, right here on CEO State of Mind.